our first spot decided to bring another buddy along with him. So they jumped me, and they're punching the ever living shit out of me. I mean,
Time out, wait, what is that?
I'm
Stop making that noise.
Charlie. Anyway, guys, I'm Steam City
that's some
Gamer.
good shit.
Levi, go ahead.
Oh,
Continue.
really? Did you just find out?
No. I got you, though.
I swore if you would have lit up, I'd have been mad as hell at you.
I have been lighting up all day, man. I'm fucking baked right now.
Oh,
When am I not, though?
I'm gonna have to come over there with you. You gotta get that right,
Dude, every single day, I'm fucking stoned out of my mind, sitting in my room playing video games. That's all I do. I want to have some more YouTube videos, but that ain't gonna happen anytime soon. Fucker.
Okay, Chris, start up a video about all of our package things.
Alright, it's already been started, man. Anyway, guys, I'm Steam City Gamer. We are all gonna tell you some stories about our past. Try not to let. Well, yeah, you are supposed to laugh.
Oh, you're gonna laugh.
All right.
My life is so hard.
I'm gonna start
I
off
can't
with
even
mine
deal
first.
with it no more.
I'm gonna start off with mine. All right. When I was a kid,
I remember the day I ate dicks.
Charlie.
Damn, Chris. Fucking deep, bro.
Darn it, man. Whenever I was a kid, me and Danny were running around in diapers. All right. Danny.
How do you know this?
My mom told me.
Sure every baby
No, listen. Danny ran around with a chocolate bar in his hand, okay? And then me and Justin got kind of mad. We said, how come he gets a chocolate bar to our parents? The next thing you know, Mom said, we never got him a chocolate bar. And then then they noticed that my diaper was full of poop. Danny pulled a turd out of my diaper and started eating it.
Oh God! I can't play. All right. I got one for you guys. All right.
You got one?
Don't make funny because of this one, but I'm the youngest out of the group of like my family, and my brother and sister, they like got this bright idea with my cousin to find slugs, you know, the big slugs.
Mm-hmm.
And they decided to put it in my diaper when I was young. So I'm standing out in the front yard going, icky, as I'm like getting slime all over my hands after reaching it in my pants. I was pissed. My dad was pissed. Life is hard for little kids like us.
Alright, I think I'll win that battle, Charlie.
Oh!
Alright, your turn, Levi.
My turn, okay, so when I was about 3 or 4, I was getting ready to go to a birthday party, so I was
Masturbation!
And my at the time I was getting dressed because they just decided to dress me and all that shit. So my papa was dressing me, so I decided I didn't want to be dressed, so I ran around the house naked, and everyone tried to chase me, and I rolled around in the dirt, and I got dirt all up in my ass, and it was itchy.
Alright, Aesthetic, your turn.
Oh, I don't know.
Alright, I got one then. Okay.
Let me think. Like, y'all go.
Okay. I was at Justin's football game, alright? We got some nachos from the bleachers, and I chose to wear some bad shorts that day. And I didn't wear any underwear. My hands were full.
Oh God.
I was walking up the bleachers, and the next thing you know, I tried to pull up my pants, and I couldn't reach them. Okay? So then I started swerving my hips around, trying to make it look like, you know, trying to make them stand up. You know how you do it. And then next thing you know, my pants just fall down in front of everyone.
You can stop now. I can't take it. I can't take it.
Stop, I can't play.
This ain't fair, man.
Ow. I'm hurting. I'm hurting. I'm hurting. I'm hurting.
Alright, I got one for you. My brother, when he was younger, alright, fucking, my grandmother was watching him, alright. This is all first-hand experience from my grandmother. I'd never seen this, but because I was too young. But he's sitting out in the front yard, and you see him lifting his shoulders. He's like doing something. He's just sitting in the grass, pulling on something. My grandma's like, "What the hell is he doing over there?" And she goes over to him. She goes, "Matt, what are you doing?" And he's like, it looks like Grandma. I got dirt on my pee-pee, and he's sitting there trying to pull on it.
Ew.
We'll come to find out it was his freaking birthmark, and he's sitting there trying to freaking pull on it. And his fucking shoulders are shrugging.
That's funny. Your turn, Levi.
Okay. A little further on down the road, I was about 7. I don't know how old I was. I have slept since my childhood, but shit. Well, I was hanging out with some friends of mine.
Oh shit.
And I was having fun, and all of a sudden, my stomach was killing me that night. So I was like, "Oh God, maybe I can hold it out." So I'm walking down the road, and
I pooed myself.
I could not. My shorts filled up so fucking high. Oh my gosh, it was awful. It was awful.
Aesthetic.
It was awful. It was.
Alright, if she doesn't have one, I've got one for you guys. You guys are gonna laugh your ass off.
No, you gotta let me go first.
Alright, Chris.
Aesthetic.
Aesthetic's just laughing over there. She doesn't even care.
What? What are you guys talking about?
Hurry up and say it, Chris. Come on, buddy.
Okay, hang on.
He's gonna come out of the closet now, guys.
Thank God. I'm so proud of you, buddy.
We're worried
Levi,
about you for a while there, man.
Levi, I'm not coming out of the closet for you. Okay, I'm sorry.
I never wanted to come out of the closet.
Sure. Anyway, I'm just playing with you. Alright, this was when I was sort of young too. Me and Danny were outside. We had a potbelly pig outside.
Newtown.
And the next thing you know,
I'm back.
we had to feed the pig, alright? And then there was a transmission, like right in front of the gate where we feed it. And we didn't know that there was a beehive there, okay? So then we got the food, we put it in front of the gate, and me and Danny's like, "What's that?" It looked like a weird cone shape with a hole in it. Alright? And then
Let's play with it, guys.
I kicked the side of the transmission. Next thing you know, 100 bees come swarming out at us. Me and Danny just run inside screaming. We got stung by a whole lot of bees. And the pig outside, that thing got a whole lot worse than we did.
Alright, I got one for you. Alright. I was probably, I think it was like 8 years old. And my neighbor told me and my brother, he's like, "Hey, come over here. I got a car for you guys to tear apart, since, you have nothing else to do." Me and my brother are like, "Okay." Well, I go over there. My brother grabs a sledgehammer, obviously, because he was bigger than me, because I was 8 years old. He hands me the pickaxe. I'm like, "Oh, man, this is going to be fun, I can destroy a car with a pickaxe, I'm a little kid, I'm excited as fuck." So I go to pick up that pickaxe, and I swing it, and the damn thing bounces back, sticks me on top of the head. I fall to the ground. My brother comes over, he's like, "Are you alright?" I'm like, "No, I hit myself." And he's like, "Hit yourself where?" I'm like, "On the top of the head." Next thing I know, I feel blood running down the side of my head, cheek, right? And then my brother goes, "Oh no, your brain's gonna leak out." And I just started freaking bawling my eyes out.
Dang, dude.
I'm 8 years old, dude. I'm 8 years old. What do you think I'm gonna think of when my fucking brother tells me my brains are gonna leak out? I was freaking crying. I'm like, "Dad, my brains are gonna leak out." And he's like, "Who told you that?" I'm like, "Matt did." He's like, "Not you." My brother's like, "What?" It's like, "Did you tell You tell your little brother that his brains are gonna leak. Wow, I just got a triple kill on our own teammate. He's like, did you tell your little brother his brains are gonna leak out? And he's like, yeah. He's like, you tell him you're sorry. I'm like, my brains are gonna leak out. It was hilarious.
Okay, I got one for you. Okay.
It explains a lot too.
When I was 8 years old, my sister at the time she was only 6, and she said, "Levi, I got something to tell you." I'm like, "Okay," and she said, "You're adopted." I'm like, "What?"
Oh crap!
And she said,
You're adopted.
She said, "Yeah, they just told you were born to make you feel good, but really, you're adopted."
What? Who
That's
told you this
fucked up.
again?
Lexi, my sister, she told me I was adopted, and she made me believe it for 3 years. I kept
Oh
asking
my
my
God.
mom, I'm like, "Am I adopted, Mom?" And she's like, "No, son, you're not." And I said, "Well, Lexi told me I was." I believed it for 3 freaking years.
The funny thing is Lexi's
I would have been
younger
so
than him.
pissed.
Until we finally went down to the courthouse and got my birth certificate, and I was happy as hell. But that was just awful. That was an awful moment in my childhood.
All right.
And I wouldn't recommend.
Aesthetic, what you got?
It was awful. It was awful.
Okay, I got something, and I think I've told someone this before.
Yes, probably.
I think it was you, Bo3. Because
Probably.
we were sniping and doing bets, and I had to tell you something embarrassing. So
It was
But when I
funny
was
as
like-
hell.
when I was really little, I mispronounced words. So when I tried to say witch, I said something else, and when I tried to say horsey, I said something else. And they
Mom,
didn't
look at that
come out
horsey.
the way I wanted them to.
Come back here, you whore. Come back here, you whore.
No, that's
Stupid
not what I
bitch.
said.
Okay, then what? Don't tell me that's it.
That's
That's
it.
Oh wow. Well, back then I used to
Okay, I
call burger booger. So I said, "Mom, I always want a
Okay, I got one more
burger.
for you.
I want a booger."
I want a booger. I want a
I got one
booger.
more for you. I got one more for you. So I was in 4th grade, and we were reading a biology book, and you know how it says
You were
organisms.
eating a
and all
biology
that?
book?
Yeah,
Oh,
organism.
I got kicked.
Do you know how you say organisms?
Orgasm.
Yeah, I think everyone screwed up on that, Levi.
Organism.
I said orgasm right in the middle of freaking class, and everyone, the teacher was like, "Levi." I was like, "What?" I said the
I thought
right
you
word.
said organism.
I think everyone screwed up on that, Levi.
What about aluminum foil? Aluminum. Aluminum.
Aluminum.
All right,
Or
listen
say
here.
aluminum.
Bang.
Aluminum, num num num.
Aluminum. Num num num.
All right, listen here. I got one more. Okay. It's just I gotta figure out what it was.
Did you hear about the story where I learned how to fly?
No, listen. All right,
I literally learned how to fly.
me and Danny. That's how most of our funny stories start with, right? I was young. Danny was young. He couldn't do nothing a lot really. So, but Danny was strong back then. I mean, he's still stronger than me today. So he picks
He
up
eats
this
his Wheaties.
brick. Listen, he
Not his
picks up
tater
this
tots.
brick. All right. He says, "Chris, look at what I can pick up." He picks it up, and the next thing you know, I told him to put it down, and then I turned around. All right. He dropped it. You know how people just kind of drop stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, he did that to me. I had to quickly turn around. All right. He almost hit me directly in the back if I didn't turn around. All right. And then after that, I said, "Granny, he almost hit me with a brick." And then she's like, "He can't even lift that." And Danny was just sitting there acting along with it. He didn't want to get in trouble.
Okay. Here's my story. All right. I think it was probably around 7 or 8 again. I was up in my mom's old house, and she had this really big hill that went down to like where it drops off into like their field and everything. Well, there's a stump or a log that lays down there where it, like barrier between the bushes and everything. Well, my brother's like, hey, we need to get this board up out of the yard, you know, because the windstorm was there. It was a pretty bad windstorm, you know. He's like, well, there's got to be an easier way for us to carry this. His bright idea was, oh, let's put some ropes on it and strap it to your back.
That's it.
All
What?
right. So I have this board strapped to my back, you know, a piece of plywood, and I'm walking up this hill, and the next thing I know, I'm not on the ground anymore. I'm up in the air like a fucking kite, and I spin around. Well, the top part of the board goes down, and I flew straight head first into a freaking log.
Oh.
All right. Problem is my arms are strapped out to my sides, so guess what I can't do? I can't put them in front of me. So I went face first into this thing, shoved my teeth right through my lip, and I wasn't crying. I was just fine. I was free. I was like, what the hell happened? And my brother comes over and he goes, dude, I could see your teeth through your lip. I'm like, what? And his blood's just like going down the side of my cheek, and then my stepbrother runs out and he's like, oh my god, and he fucking grabs me, carries me in the house, freaking gets all cleaned up, and he's like, who did that to you? And I was like, my brother did. Next thing I know, I see my brother outside on the ground crying because my stepbrother beat the shit out of him. It was funny.
Alright, no, just leave us turn.
Flying, no, let me do this last one. Flying lessons on a sled. Alright.
Okay.
Flying lessons on a sled is not fun. Have you ever ridden one of those sleds that have like little handles on it so you can turn? You pull it in, pull one side, it puts a brake down. Well, we had one of those. My stepbrother goes, don't use those. It's gonna make you go really fast if you go down the hill, and don't use it. Just lean. So I was like, okay, you know, I'm gonna lean. Well, leaning didn't work very well because the path was like worn in so well that you can't like do anything. You just had to follow the path, and most of the time you had to use the handbrakes to slow down. Well, I didn't, and instead of going straight with the path, I hit the stump that was down there and launched myself about 40 feet in the air and landed in the snow, right? Well, my arms are like level with the snow level. Well, what they didn't realize is that I was in a thing of fir trees, and I was at the top of them. My feet were dangling underneath the snow. I couldn't get down.
I'm sorry for this, but we're only facing one person.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright, now.
We are.
Continue.
Did you guys leave?
No.
No, we're still in here.
Yeah, it'll have someone in here in a minute. Alright, now. Levi, your turn.
I see.
My turn?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So, I was playing with my friends. We were into all the superheroes like Thor and all them guys.
Superhero.
So we decided to play superheroes. So I wanted to be Thor. My buddy was the Hulk, and my other one was Spider-Man. So I picked up a trash can lid, one of the metal ones.
Oh,
and I had
those are perfect frisbees.
And I had a hammer too. So I told my buddy to throw something really heavy at the trash can lid to see if it deflected. It did. But bad thing is, that thing came back and nailed me right in the fucking nose. It was awful.
Alright.
It's really hard to fight one person.
Aesthetic, do you have one?
I don't know how y'all remember this stuff. I'm
Alright, well listen here. This time it's me and Justin, alright? Me and Justin had these wagons back then, you know, the one-handled wagons that you pull.
A little wooden wagon.
Uh-huh. Now listen here. What we did, we went over to my uncle's girlfriend's house, alright? So next thing you know, she had this big steep driveway. It was pavement. Alright? Me and him decided to get the wagons and race down there. We went up, came back down very fast. It was fun and all that. Second time we did the same thing. Third time, same thing. The fourth time, I complained because it wasn't steering right. Alright, so I went up, came back down just fine. I said, Justin, it's not working. The last time we went up, and I came back down, I turned a little bit
Wow.
too much. I did the Talladega Nights flip, like Ricky Bobby did. Alright, the next thing you know, I was flipping like 6 or 7 times on the wagon. The wagon's all the way in the ditch. I'm on the road crying. Alright, it turns out I busted my lip, got a big headache from it, and gosh, forgot what else. I think my nose started bleeding. And then my uncle came through the wagons and the ditches and said no more. Alright, who's next?
Aesthetics turn.
I'm out of this. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
My own teammates are spawn camping me.
Oh
Chris.
yeah. I'm sorry. Wait, did you just spawn right there again?
Yeah.
Dude, I hate that thing.
Ah. Okay, we gotta get another checkpoint, guys.
What
All
the
right.
hell?
Charlie, you got one?
No. Maybe. I don't know.
Alright, Levi, you got one?
I can't
Tell you
think
about
of
the first time I ever rode a dirt bike. That was embarrassing. My nephew, James, Devin's brother. Yes, nephew. I said it. Well, he just got a little 50, right? It's one of those old ass 50s. And everybody was riding it and everything. My stepbrother goes, "Hey, Charlie, you want to try riding it?" I'm like, "Sure, you know, I've never ridden a dirt bike, so why not?" Well, since I had never ridden a dirt bike, I didn't really know where all the little dangly dudes are supposed to be, you know, or the brake or the clutch or, you know, the brake.
Really?
Well, I decided, I hopped on it and I'm riding it around. My stepbrother goes, "Yeah, that one's the brake, that one's the brake." Well, he was thinking I was pointing at one hand and I was actually pointing at the other, and it had a weird setup for the gas where you pull on the, what's supposed to be the clutch turns into being your gas instead.
How is that good?
Well, I pulled on that one instead of the brake, and I just started to run into not only the boat, but the house itself, along with a picnic table. Finally ending myself stuck in a wall. Yeah, it was, it was interesting. Never ridden a dirt bike since.
I've had a few mistakes on those.
Like, what the hell is the brake, dude? He's like, "Oh, it's that one." "No, it's not. That's the gas." God, we're getting murdered right now, guys.
I know.
Yeah. Because they're all a bunch of little campers.
Wow.
How did I not kill that guy?
Wow.
They got rats.
Wow. Dude, they got a wraith too. We're fucked.
Freaking camper.
They got
Really?
fucking guardians. They got guardians every fucking where.
Alright, but we're not here to rage out though, okay?
Oh, I'm about to rage out, dude. I'm about to.
Dick sucking bastards.
Alright. Alright, I'm gonna tell you one more.
You're shitting me.
Fucker.
Let me see, back then. This is for Danny, alright? Back then, he used to do something that would make some people
Really?
uncomfortable.
fucking camper at 8.
Dude, you gotta
Okay.
listen to this, all right? He used to do something to every hot girl that he saw,
Bitch ass.
and this will tell you that he's straighter than a pole. All right. What Danny did was he bit every hot girl that he saw on the butt. He really did.
Fuck. Okay.
He bit hot girls on the butt. I'm not lying.
On the butt.
Yeah, on
Not
the butt.
Bus, the butt.
On the butt.
I was gonna say bus. Okay.
God, these guys are spawning every fucking where.
I got
What?
2 kills. I feel accomplished now.
I got 9 kills. I'm
3 kills now.
tagging Baggy, little bitch.
I'm trying to go destroy
Yeah,
that
we got
power
A,
port.
boys.
4 kills now.
How, dude?
I got
How are these
33
guys
deaths.
killing us so fast?
Beep, beep.
So we suck.
Come on, boys, we can bring it back. No, we're not going to. Really? Are you shitting me? Fucking motherfucker dick and died.
Hope your dick rots off and falls off.
Get shit on. Oh,
Shit on a pole, man. Shit on a pole.
No.
Shit on a brick.
Yeah, right, dude. God dang, dude, that purifier sucks. I may just get heat waves.
I hate that dude in the silver. Being a little camping bitch.
Anyway. Faggot!
We're not gonna win this. Those bitch ass campers. Don't know how to play a fucking game right. Get shit on. I wasn't gonna be
Yeah, how
able
did
to
that guy
win
know I was there?
Losing Charlie. We're being dominated. Go on the offensive. A secure.
We lost
Oh, well.
horribly.
Alright, I need a few more stories, then I'm gonna hop off, alright?
I'll be right back. I go to the bathroom.
Alright, I got one, but it's not really from when I was a child. It's from like maybe 6 months ago.
Alright.
Alright. I'm not being racist or nothing, but this one was kind of mean. That's cool. This one was kind of mean.
No, it ain't.
Okay. It was kind of racist too. There were these
Okay.
black people that came up to our game. Alright? And you know, every time a black person comes up to you know you don't want to say the word black. Alright? So, I kept saying in my mind, don't say black, don't say black. Alright? And then I said, you know, the prices and stuff. They said, I want this. Alright. And I said, do you want the black bucket? I mean the green bucket. And that's where I screwed up. Then they just looked at me going,
Yeah, buddy.
man.
Do you want the black green bucket?
Alright, hang on. Let me tell you. Charlie,
Yeah.
if you were black, would you hate it if I said, do you want the black bucket? I mean green bucket?
Wait, what?
I was working at a game. I told them the prices. They were black people, alright? And you know how when you're around black people, you don't want to say the word black, right?
You just say the word black. It's like, this is a black bucket, this is a white bucket, this is a brown bucket.
It was only green or red buckets, though.
Okay. Why would you say black bucket then?
Because when you're around black people, you don't want to say black, right? I was thinking that so much, I said, do you want the black bucket? I mean, this green bucket to them. Then they just give me a big evil stare.
Fucking racist pig.
I'd have hopped over that thing and I'd have shoved that bucket on your head and I'd have hit you a couple times with a steel pipe.
What color is it now?
All right, guys. I got a game we can play.
What's that?
Alright, let's play.
All right. So we each got to go turns. All right. It's pretty much the same way Chris was going, where we got to tell something about our past. But one of us has to do a lie. All right. And we got to figure out which one it is.
Oh, okay. That sounds fun.
Oh.
All right. You can't lie every single time, though. You have to tell the truth
Okay.
on certain ones, but you can lie every once in a while. All right. Who wants to go first?
All right, I will.
I'll go
All right.
first.
We all have to guess if it's a lie or a truth after they're done with it.
All right, I'm going first. All right. Levi can go
Alright.
second. Okay. All right. Back then, gosh, what was it? All right. Back then, I slapped my grandma, and then I fell down on the couch.
That doesn't make sense. You actually have to like put like a story behind it. You can't just like say back then.
I
You
was
don't know when back
getting mad at
then
my
was.
grandma. All right. And then I've always hated my grandma back then. Now we're all right. I love her, of course.
This is a
But-
lie.
No, it's the truth. I swear.
You smacked your grandma, bro?
I didn't mean to. I didn't smack her hard. I mean, I
You're an
lightly did it.
asshole.
I lightly did it. I lightly did
All
it.
right. Byerly's turn.
Securing B.
Okay.
Losing A.
Wait a second. So I'm gonna tell y'all a story, and y'all gotta determine if it's serious or a lie.
Counter UAV
Yep.
above. Radar is down.
Okay. One time,
It can be anything too. It can't be just some random like it can be some random ass thing you did.
I don't know when this was, but when I first started riding dirt bikes, I was riding on a 70, and see, it was rainy,
Hostile care package over.
and then there's a garden in the backyard. I tried to press the brakes, and I was using the front brakes, and then the front tire was like the tires just stopped, but I kept sliding,
Care package.
and my feet couldn't stop it, cause like the weight, and I didn't have enough weight to stop it. So I fell. Me and the bike fell in the garden, and I got laughed at.
There was a lot of thought into that. That was true.
Yeah, it was true.
Alright, my
All right, Levi's turn.
Okay.
All right.
Nine.
But
Alright,
once
guys,
you're
I gotta
done,
go.
everybody,
Please don't
everybody
mention
has to give their
unsubscribe.
opinion. You can't just say it's true or not. Well, go, Levi.